By the way, Kat, I sent you the link to the trap.
Okay.
I think we're live. Cool. Hi, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of our Shattered Earth campaign. I think I have fixed my settings so that we're not going to be running constant issues. But hey, I guess we'll find out. So this is our Shattered Earth campaign. It's a campaign that I've created based in the year 2217 in post-apocalyptic Texas. The apocalypse happened because the portal opened to another dimension and beings came over from that portal. Dragons came over from that portal and they started burning the world. And then we decided to help them speed up the process by throwing nukes at the dragons, which then in turn blew up the entire world. We are using Ultramodern 5, and we are also using D&D 5th edition, and we are also using homebrew stuff, because why not? That's about all the rambling I'm going to do. And I rolled a 1, which means that is going to get us Robin as the person who's giving us the recap.
I like how accurate that is the worst result of the roll.
You're just the first person here.
So, last week, we went to Fantown and got a tour of the new place. And then some other stuff happened and we moved on. As we were driving, we came across some kobolds hanging from what turned out to be a dirty bomb. After killing all the kobolds and nearly setting off said dirty bomb as half of us were fleeing in terror, we disarmed it and took the dirty bomb. After this, we kept on our way to Extra City, met Elwyn. Elaine tried Elwyn holding a nearly dead angel. Elaine decided to try to piss him off. She somewhat succeeded. He wanted to know about where her child is, and her pissing him off led to him killing Angel.
I think he was even if I gave him answers.
And then we proceeded to loot Angel's body of her scales, because she don't need them anymore. And we moved on. Oh yeah, there's also some argument about whether or not we should use nukes, and our entire party has gone insane and wants to use a nuke.
Yeah. We'll word it like one thing that I will bring up is Elwyn did give you guys a little bit of detail as to what is going to be happening. Now, whether you believe Elwyn or not is up to you, but Elwyn did let some info out about why Elson has the children. I'm not sure if you want me to go into more detail on that, but either way, that's the info you're going to get.
By the way, Madison, thank you for immediately and very viscerally giving the exact reason why Gadget didn't say shit.
What?
I'm still gonna break you on that little secret.
Are we talking about where Elaine's children are?
Yes.
Or Elaine's child is?
No, Plan
Child
J.
singular.
Oh.
Plan J.
Let's use Plan J.
I don't know what Plan J
Oh,
is.
Oh,
Elaine
Plan
doesn't
A
know
is
Plan-
dead.
As long as Elaine doesn't know Plan J, Elaine can't tell Elwyn Plan J.
I don't even
Like
know what
Elaine
Plan
would
J is.
actually tell Elwyn Plan J.
Elwyn can be very persuasive.
Or dig it out of your brain.
He can certainly try.
And succeed.
Exactly.
Not the point.
Anyway,
Exactly the point.
so I believe where we're starting up is you guys kind of just standing around Angel's now stripped body.
I am still in the truck. I refused to take part in this.
I am going to scavenge parts from the vehicle to make a gravestone for Angel.
Is it anything fancy or what?
It'll just say, "Here lies Angel, magnificent,
Oh wait, I have. Oh wait.
magnificent, ancient gold dragon, who spent her life protecting humanity, both here and on course."
Hold on, wait. I think I wrote her actual name down because Angel wasn't her true name.
And after, even in death, he still protects, gives her all to protect mankind.
Yeah, I don't know how to pronounce it, but I wrote it down.
Spell it out for me. Spell it out for you.
Nazazareth the Gentle, I think is
Spell it.
what I wrote. I don't know if it's spelt correctly. That's the problem. I spelled
I thought I spelled it for you.
phonetically. No, I don't think you did.
What?
Because this probably looks way more complicated than it was actually spelled. Because I have Nazazarith, which I don't think is correct. Because I'm pretty sure I just spelt it phonetically. Something the Gentle. She's a gold dragon.
Then I will update. When I'm putting the plan together, I'll check with Elaine before setting it in stone, or in this case, steel, and we'll add her real name on there, also known as Angel.
Perfect. All right. What is your guys' plan? Other than killing Elwyn, what is your plan?
The next immediate plan is to find someone who's capable of making armor. Well, let me ask you this, Madison. Am I able to, with engineering, graft these scales onto our armor? Or do we need somebody with the ability to magically forge armor?
I would say you can, just not to the degree of an expert.
Then we probably need to go find someone who's capable of assisting.
Sounds like Exit City. Which is where we were heading anyway.
I was thinking Exit City or home base.
Or what, sorry?
My brain is blanking on me.
Misery?
Misery with Ilaria.
I mean, maybe. I mean, with... No, Loesch probably wouldn't be of any help, but, I mean, Ilaria and Elman, I mean...
That's what I was thinking, Ilaria and Elman. If the three of us work together, we could probably work on making armor. Them adding the spells and basically making the mechanical body, the current technology armor. Acting as the smith.
Alright, so are you guys planning on going to Ecstasy or are you planning on going back towards Misery?
The only other there's two other options. We can go see the couple in the house at the cul-de-sac.
That's out toward Misery anyway.
That's out towards Misery again. Or we can go try and talk to the crazy wizard.
Wackiest?
Yeah.
I mean,
Wackiest is not my first choice.
I
he's
will.
focused. He's rather good, but I don't know if that's really his area of expertise.
I will give you one other suggestion, just because you guys are thinking of it. Demon Arm has their facility of the Terror Battalion. They would have people doing stuff. Whether they would do it for you or not.
Yeah, well, the problem with the Terror Battalion is funds. Because even if they do agree to do it for us, they're not going to do it for free. Which means either some free odd job in exchange, or tokens we don't have.
And showing up with the cargo we have and not taking the deal is dangerous.
I think considering the cargo, Misery's probably the best bet.
That's my thought. Because essentially what we have is essentially priceless.
I don't know how I feel about taking something like that anywhere near the cul-de-sac.
Yeah. Well, I also don't know that it's necessarily, given their position and how we know where they sit on the, I don't want to say the morality continuum, but essentially their code of ethics that we're aware of. They're more happy to sit out on the sidelines, whereas Ilaria and Elwyn are willing to, or Elman?
Elman. We're
Elman
trying to
would be-
kill Elwyn.
Are trying to kill Elwyn, so they would want to help. So I think Misery is the best chance.
Guess we're turning around. Misery it is.
All right. Who wants to be the decider of fate today?
Me.
What?
We all volunteered.
Give me a second. Then let's see who it is.
I had to do recap. Let me do this.
You get to do it more often than Gadget or I ever do, so.
Wait, is it me? Was that a 1?
It was a 1. Apparently that's all this 6 can roll, so I'm very not excited to do damage rolls with it.
Oh yeah.
I did good.
What is good?
99.
Ooh.
That is very good. Okay.
Good for you or good for me?
I mean, it's just good in general.
Well, I didn't know if it was like both extremes and then like the middle was safer.
The middle was the best. That would be
Yeah,
horrible.
Out of
Oh,
curiosity,
you're all
that
amazing.
was-
2 dragons show up.
Hold on, I'll tell you. I would have rolled a 39.
52.
Pretty sure 39 is one we've already done.
So is
That's
it a
what the
reroll
dice
if we
gave me,
get
right?
it
If
again?
it's something we've already done, it will be a reroll.
Okay.
Because I'm not writing up.
Well, my second one was a 37, which I think we've also already done.
Yeah, 37 was when the guy had a bunch of like CDs and tape.
I rolled again and got a 2, which we did yet last game.
Sweet. Okay. Who's driving?
Gadget.
Gadget's always driving. Alright, shotgun.
I guess I'm in the back.
Yes.
Oh, fun question. Does disarming a bomb that almost killed us all constitute a level up?
You really want that level up? Right?
Weren't we told we'd get a level up after the little Dyson? We dealt with that and left.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Pretty sure that.
Hell yeah.
What is level 12?
Doing Wizard 2.
Anyway, do you want to level up right now, or do you want to continue on for a bit here?
We can
Let's do the
multitask.
game.
You can level up in the background.
Anyway, as you guys are driving, turn around, and Gadget, you've driven down these roads so many times, over and over and over again. This moment in time, you decide, you know what? Let's go off the beaten path a little bit. I know where we're going. I know how we're going to get there. Let's just see what's out here.
Sounds great.
So you head a little bit off a beaten path, and you see a sign that basically is introducing you to a small, quaint little town. One that you haven't seen before, because like I said, you're normally following along the highways.
Yeah.
This isn't something you normally would. You see a sign that says, let me try this. Pick wrong. You see a sign that says land wall. LANWAL. Land wall. And to your surprise, the place here isn't actually all worn out, all blown up. You are actually kind of in like a little suburban area. So, drive into Landwall, and there's like legitimate houses, some fences that are old, dungy looking, but dingy looking, but they still are there. What are you guys doing?
Are you guys seeing this?
Yeah.
Where are we? Gadget, you didn't go through another one of those stupid portals, did you?
No. I mean, it looks like it, doesn't it?
Like, the houses, like, you can definitely tell that all of these have been through an apocalypse. They're not they're just not blown up. Like, they're still covered in dust. They're not well maintained, nothing like that. But they're intact, which is the strange.
Do we see anybody?
Roll a perception.
21.
Nope. Nothing that no indication of people wandering. There's like the lawns are still mostly overgrown. As you're looking around, it's like they're dead but still tall, if that makes any sense, like long dead grass. However, as you are driving through a little bit, one house seems a little bit out of place. And the reason for that is because it's eerily ordinary. It has a neatly trimmed lawn. The white picket fence isn't fully like faded and covered in dirt. It gives off an innocent facade. But something about it feels out of place, especially in this area, in this desolate world. As you get a little closer, you notice that there's a worn out sign hanging above the front door that's partially obscured.
That house looks odd to you, too, right?
Yep. Let's go check it out.
I want to know what the sign says.
Right?
Oh my God, sign.
So you walk over to the sign. You see that it's kind of overgrown with ivy, like vines kind of covering it. Take out your knife, I assume, and kind of just scrape away the. And on it, it reads, it's wood, so it's kind of hard to read a little bit. When you scrape it away, some of the words go away with it. But what you can read is Anderson Family Shelter.
It's a shelter. Can I peek through the windows?
They're all black, dirt, brown.
I'm gonna kind of look at the others and then look back and just knock.
As you knock on the door, it pushes open slowly and it's open. You see the interior is kind of lit very dim. Could be from the light on the outside, could be something inside, you can't. It's dark but not full.
I don't think I've ever knocked on a door and it just opened.
Somebody's gotta stay with the car.
Yeah, Gar and Dez.
I'll
Gar and
go
Dez.
with you.
Gar and Dez can stay. And Veda.
Yeah, Gar and Dez stay with the car. We'll go in and check.
Alright,
I got
I'm gonna do like cop style in like every movie. They like pull their gun before they go in. Just kind of have it out.
I
As
pull
you
my Eldritch Blast.
as you push open the creaky front door, you see, yes, that it is lit from the exterior of the house. You walk in and it's a very stale and musty air. Thick layer of dust is like covering everything. As you walk through the house, you can hear your footsteps echoing around the room. As you said, you're cautiously exploring room to room. Top.
No signs of like recent life being here or anything like that.
Nothing that would stand out to you. However, you can roll an investigation check for me.
I roll 1, 2.
Sure.
How about me?
Sure.
21.
26.
Okay,
Six.
wow.
Natural 1.
Natural one. So the one that so with the 21 and 26, you guys are looking around, so searching through the rooms. Search through the living room, don't really find anything. Look at the kitchen, you kind of find some rusty old like silverware and like that. Check out the bedrooms, nothing major. Then as you kind of get to the back portion out, see a bookshelf. And that's it.
Are there books on the bookshelf?
There are a few bookshelf, Mr. Natural.
Touche.
I'll go take a look, see what kind of books are there, see what condition they're in. Maybe I get a new book out of it.
Go start looking at the books. It's mostly just like garbage to read. The stuff that middle-aged moms read in the bathtub. And you're kind of looking through and kind of just like, nah, I don't think I'd be interested in that. Probably not. And you're like, oh, that one looks. Pull it, and the case slides to the side.
I don't even notice.
And as the bookcase slides to the side, you see a small room with a hatch.
What did you touch?
I was looking at the books, trying to. One that looked interesting, I went to pull it, and then the bookcase moved.
Whoa, there used to be a bookcase.
Yeah, Robin, I moved it.
Huh. I was sure it was something to do with the chair over there.
No, that's for sitting in. Is there any, like, visible lock on the hatch?
Nothing visible.
Does it
I'll try
open?
I'll try and open it. Yeah.
You go to reach for the handle on the latch, or the handle on the hatch. You pull. It doesn't feel like it's locked, it's just really stuck. Roll me a strength.
This will be fun. Not that I can add anything to it.
Isn't it? Don't you have a -1 in strength?
No, I don't have any negatives, but it's a 16 on the die.
Oh, that's good enough. You, as you pull, it's like, okay, this is going to be a bit tough. You plant your foot either side of the hatch and grab it to the handle with both hands, and just like go into a squat position, like you're about to deadlift this door and lift it up. Sure enough, it opens.
Oh.
Opens with enough force that you like catch the inside of your thighs. It's like, oh, I shouldn't have done.
It opened easier than I thought it was going to.
You just didn't know your own strength.
But it was fun watching.
As you open this hatch, you see a ladder and a metal tube going down.
Well, we came this far. Ladies first, I guess.
Alright, go ahead. We'll follow mine.
You are very quiet, Gadget.
You can't see. I'll go first.
Fair point. You can see farther than I can.
Yeah, let me go ahead.
Okay, well, looking down, you see as you get to, you can see down to the bottom, and at the bottom there is carpet leading forward, basically. So there's more to this than just this tube.
Okay. I guess we're
Go down.
going down.
All right, so all three of you are going down.
Yep.
So as you go down this tube ladder, you We
Uh-oh.
Oh, I forgot the music.
have somebody else. Oh, hi. Welcome.
It's usually me.
Yeah, I know. It's usually you, not.
I
But
remembered this time.
as you go down the ladder, you go into kind of like I don't want to say foyer because that's not really what it is, but like the entryway. Like you walk down a hall, and the second thing you run into is kind of a fully square room with shelves on either side. And on either side, there is neatly organized rows of canned food, water jugs, medical supplies, and different like survival stuff.
Someone's very prepared.
It is clear that this family is well prepared for the apocalypse. And just a free little bonus for you. You kind of think about the sign that you saw on the door and realize that it's not like a homeless shelter or a shelter for women. It was talking about a bomb shelter.
They built a bomb shelter in their house. Impressive.
So in this room, you have behind you the ladder out, the tube leading up, and then in front of you there is another. Trying to think of the best way to describe it. You know the frosted glass that has like square pattern on it? That type of door? Some offices have that. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's the type of door that you can't see. This one.
Okay. Well, Gadget, you're up front. Guess you do the honors.
Yeah, I'll check the door.
I mean, if the house isn't locked, I mean, I don't expect this will be.
You check the door.
Yeah.
The door opens, and as it opens, you hit. Opens like, I don't know how big is it? 5 inches?
Yeah, about 5-6 inches.
That's like a good 10 inches. Yeah. Anyway, it opens 5 inches, and then it hits something. Something soft, but heavy.
Like a person.
Sure. As you open the door, you are hit with a scent that you're not a huge fan.
Like decay.
Yeah, that would probably be the best way to describe
Fun.
I guess not well prepared enough. Then.
Or something else got sick.
Gadget, are you gonna like poke your head through or anything, or are you just done?
You said it only opened like 5 inches.
You know, but like you could like peek in.
We can
just
shove
a
it.
little bit.
I can get in there if we want.
It's campers.
Go ahead.
Can I see into the room behind it?
Yep. Like now with the door open 5 inches, yeah, you'd be able.
I'll use phase step to get into the room.
Oh, I thought you were sending campers.
No, I'm going in. This might be a mistake.
Okay, so you blip out of this room and appear in the next. And the shelter that you're in at this very is telling a very grim tale. Roll investigation.
Natural 20.
Robin,
is
open the door.
which is
Oh, 28.
So you can open the door if you want, but I will just let you know what you're. As you're kind of investigating around a little bit, heading towards the door to move the body out of the part of the, you're looking around and you see signs of a struggle. There are bloodstains on the walls and the floor, kind of suggesting that the Anderson family didn't meet a peaceful end. They seem to have, some of them have weapons in their hands, some of them died right beside like a broken chair. Looks like they might have done this to themselves. You see broken furniture, overturned shelves, barricaded room, which is what the guy is basically sitting in against the door but slumped forward, so you're able to open the door. That all point to a very horrifying final chapter.
I'll move the body away so the door can open. It looks like they fought each other to the death.
Why would they do that?
Roll.
Can I try and like look at one of the bodies and?
Both of y'all need to cover your face or your nose and mouth right now.
I need everyone to roll a perception.
I mean, I was planning on putting something over my. Nat 20.
24.
So that's a 28.
Cool. So, as you kind of are looking around and trying to piece things together, you hear a faint noise from deeper within the shelter.
Like?
Echoing throughout the dimly lit corridors, it's the sound of a haunting melody. If you're listening to the music, you'll hear it. It's played on an old piano. And start to realize that you're alone in here.
Do you guys hear that?
Yeah. It's.
Oh, yeah.
Strangely beautiful.
Yes, you don't need to keep it going.
It's fine.
Damage is done.
Yeah.
They might be who did this. They might have been trying to stop this person.
I am going to quietly follow the sound of the noise of the music.
I will as well, keeping an eye out with better dark vision.
You're all following?
Yep.
As you walk further into the halls, this shelter, you wander through, and all of the chaos, the damage, the bloodshed was contained to that one. The rest of it is very well maintained, very clean. Nothing really that's terrifying in the rest of this. When you're walking down the hall, you're walking down the hall together. Approach and enter a room where you see a figure sitting at a piano bench, kind of think to yourself, how did they get down here?
Is it still dark, or can Elaine see it?
It's dimly lit. Like this whole place,
Okay.
you've been able to see just slightly, but you cannot tell who or what this person.
Hello?
And just that stuff. Is that the voices in my head again?
No, we're real this time.
Interesting.
Who are you?
Hey. Dave. Who are you?
I'm Robin.
That is. Are
They
you a
are.
nice person?
I am. Are the people you're talking about the ones that were down the hall?
In the room of death.
Did you do that to them?
No. They did it to themselves.
Do you have any idea why?
I have found studies that people spend exorbitant amount of time together in a very enclosed space in what seems like the end of the world, that they tend to go a little paranoid, insane, psychotic, all of them.
How long have you been down here?
Moment. Calculate. I've been down here for 267.
Quite a while.
I take a few steps closer and see if I can see if it's a robot.
Did we just find Clark a girlfriend?
He is still the figure is still covered with a hood, so you can't actually see.
Or boyfriend. I mean, I'm sure Clark goes both ways.
Yeah.
What was your role down here?
I was. He begins playing again. I was a caretaker for the family.
You play beautifully.
I do.
Where did you learn to play like that?
Self-taught.
Impressive.
When you have 267 years to practice, it's not that impressive.
I don't think I could have done it in that long.
How
It's so
have
impressive.
How have you stayed alive down here?
I have many supply. I know you're
Any
trying
of
to
them
ask
look like-
questions. I know you're trying to ask questions to get the answer out.
Did any of the supplies look like they had been touched recently when we came in?
Not the supplies that you saw.
I'm going to start walking a wide path around the piano slowly to try to get a view of its face.
I'm gonna join him right at the piano.
Okay, you're a bit more literally in his face about it.
All right. Um. No. Wrong. You're sitting right next to him at the piano?
Yeah.
And what are you doing? Are you trying to catch a glimpse? Is that what you're trying to do? Or like, what's your plan?
Not directly. It's more I'm trying to see if they will turn and acknowledge.
So they're facing away from us?
Yeah, like their back was towards when you didn't.
Yeah, I'm trying to go to the other side of the piano to see their face.
As you walk to the other side of the piano, you do see their face. And it's not quite what you were expecting, because I'm 100% assuming that you thought it was a robot.
Yep.
Roll a perception check.
$10 I just sat down next to a vampire.
23.
23. Incorrect. So you walk around and you're trying to catch a good glimpse. And as best of your ability, you can't really see still got the hood on. But it looks relatively humanoid.
I do have devil sight, which gives me like perfect vision in this light.
Are you able to see through his hood?
The hood is covering his face?
Yeah, it's kind of like Darth Sidious style, like over his...
Okay.
How can you go over 200 years without a name?
Because they never assigned one. When they left, I had no reason to give myself.
Why would they need to assign you a name?
Because they brought me into them.
Are you an experiment?
Of sorts.
They never called you by anything?
Called me the help. They called me whenever they needed something.
Do you have any idea how they made you?
Why would any creation know they are created? Does a child know how their parents birthed them?
They would after they live for 200 years.
Only if they ask the right questions. If somebody was curious of their whereabouts, how they came into the world, then yes, they would know. If somebody accepted that they were part of this world and are now in this world, just lived with it, then would they need to know the origin of themselves?
I'm gonna do something probably really stupid.
You're gonna pull off the hood.
While he's talking, I'm not gonna like yank it off, but while they're talking, I want to kind of like reach and try and like slowly pull the hood off. I'm not gonna like yank it off.
I do have to ask you a question. Have you ever seen Phantom of the Opera?
Yes.
Do you think this is a good idea?
I'm willing to try.
Do it anyway. I'm curious.
Do it anyway. Do it anyway.
And the music changed.
The music's changed a while ago. The song changed, yes, but I didn't change it. It just went.
I didn't see it ended. It was just good timing then. Oh, in the stream? Oh, okay. I forgot to have our stream open in case spam shows up.
Alright, so you're lowering his hood. And are you like doing a roll for this, or like what's your plan? Are you trying to do it without him noticing, or like what?
I would prefer him not to notice like me reaching for it.
So roll
Like,
me a sleight of
obviously
hand check.
They're obviously gonna feel if their hood is slipping.
You have to do it kind of quick.
But they won!
21? That seems to be all you're rolling tonight.
Well, the first one was a 13 plus 8, the second one was a 14 plus 7, and this was a 12 plus 9.
Perfect. Alright. So, you reach up and slowly, like, reach to the back of their head while they're looking forward at the piano, just playing whatever song. Slowly pull. And once again, roll me a perception check.
26.
25.
So with the 26 and 25, you see a relatively humanoid looking thing under this hood. Has hair, has skin, whatever. See the hands playing the piano have skin on them as well. But one thing you do notice with the 25 and 26 is there is a screw right here, right where their temple is, and then you see circuitry, kind of like blue circuitry, kind of stemming out from that, going towards like the eye, and that is what you see. And that screw is on both sides of the head, but they're not like connected. It just is like a tiny screw going.
So Frankenstein's monster. Tech
Sure.
version.
It's not even close.
Not gonna lie, ironic, because that's what Elaine's reading right now, because it was one of the books she borrowed.
Yeah. That's probably what Elaine is thinking.
Yeah.
So you just had a need? Is there a reason that my hood is down now?
I wanted to see your face.
Matter what I look.
It's easier to trust someone when you can look them in the eye.
See, well,
Eyes tell a lot about someone.
so does their word, tone of their
Words.
voice.
Words and tone can be manipulated. What's behind the eyes cannot.
Oh,
People can lie.
so
can-
can I. So can polygraph.
Harder
So-
to hide it in the eyes.
Subject be up.
I look forward to it. you're more comfortable, you can put it back on.
I really have a concern about appearance being known. People tend to look and judge.
I don't see anything to judge.
I don't believe you. But I do question you, the new owners of this home.
To be honest, we've just stumbled upon it. And stumbled upon the massacre as well when we heard your music.
What are gadgets?
I don't know. I'm just watching.
Are you understanding what you're seeing or no?
It sounds like it's either a flesh golem or Frankenstein's monster, who was created by somebody in here before.
Okay.
But I'm not really sure.
The people.
I feel like that's influenced by what Robin was saying.
The people who used to own this place, did they have a research lab of sorts?
Not that I am aware of.
Do you know where you came to be?
Down here.
Is there a special area or anything?
I believe I was purchased.
Okay. Would the people who've been alive beforehand know anything of that sort? I'm not asking you, I'm asking the DM.
People of the group.
What was that?
Asking the DM, would the people who were alive before the bombs know anything about purchasing something like this?
No. Because either. I guess Gadget was.
No, but you can hear about the stuff wealthy people are doing when you're not wealthy.
Yeah, unless it's kind of like.
Okay.
You also have to like run.
Okay. Just checking on that one.
Excuse me, sir. I know that you said that no one gave you a name. Would you like to give yourself a name now?
What are common names now? I know that name changed. John is the most common name. Now, what is the most common name? Is it Robin?
No.
He's the only Robin I've met.
You could call yourself Veda.
Don't do that.
Seems strange. So fancy.
Well, my name's Lila,
Arrow?
but I don't know anything fancy.
The first time Robin knew that your name was Lila.
Maybe.
No. Because I have the book that you wrote in.
Oh yeah, when he had us sign his name, our names in the Warlock book, I put Lila.
Oh.
Yeah, so I've never heard her say it, but I seen that she wrote it.
So he would have known by like putting 2 and 2 together.
Yeah.
You know what? What are you smiling about? What name are you gonna give this thing?
Frank.
I was more thinking
Frankie.
Jeb.
I could see Jeb.
That seems disingenuous.
No, I was gonna name him Frankie.
Why do you want to name me Frank?
It's a name I've never really heard before. I don't know a Frankie.
I like that.
Do you think everything's a lie?
I don't know. Don't know. Trust you.
Is there anything I can do
I
to
think
alleviate some of that?
I will name myself Oliver.
Would you like to give yourself a last name, Oliver?
Do I need one?
You don't, but it
Very
used to
few
be
people
common.
use them anymore.
It used
Some
to
of
be
us
common
do.
to have a first. It used to be common to have a first name and a last name, so it's whatever makes you comfortable.
I think I will be fine without.
Well,
You can call me Gadget.
Is this more what common names are like? Named after
his is
parts and things?
more of a nickname.
I've lived a very long life, and I have had many names.
Oh, so I can change my name in the future.
If you'd like.
I've done it.
We'll practice with all of them. See how I feel in the next century.
Sounds
Well,
good.
I'll-
It's nice to meet you, Oliver.
Good to meet you.
Well, as I stated before, are you the new owners of my home? Are you going to stay here? You said you stumbled upon it, but that doesn't answer my question.
We are the new owners, but we won't always be staying here.
Which means you also don't always have to stay here. If you don't
Do you
want.
want me to clean up the bodies?
Well, you knew him. Do you want us to do it? I'd hate for you to have to bury your friends.
That is fine. They were not my friends, they were my owners.
I mean, whatever makes you comfortable, Oliver. You've been by yourself for quite a while.
And just because we own the place now doesn't mean we own you. You're your own beast.
Technically, I was created here, so I do come with them.
You were made
We-
here?
I was assembled here.
We are not the kind of people that make a habit of owning others. If you stay and work for us, it's of your own accord, not ours.
Very well. I will stay for now. Choose to dismiss me the next time you were here. Then we'll leave.
Would you like us to bring you anything back?
I do not need anything. Thank you.
Of course.
How much do you know about how you were created?
And he gets up off the piano bench and leaves the room. Chill and wait for him, or
I'm just gonna chill.
Did we just buy a bunker?
I think we just got a bunker for free.
Buy a bunker.
It's definitely a safe place if we need to ever hide out.
Well, will be a safe place once we fix you a little bit.
Fix me.
Yes.
The hell are you talking about?
Fixed?
How do you think Elwyn found us? When
Ew.
90% of us have convenient little magic items that we had made.
Y'all never told me about that.
Didn't think about it. We were dealing with a lot. I'm not
Yeah, we
blaming
should've-
you. I'm just
If he can track me, we shouldn't be spending
Upset.
much time here if we plan to use it.
which is going to be added to the list of things to do when we get to Misery.
So Oliver comes back into the room, and he's carrying a large box that is about the size of a person. And on the box it says NGT 11.
I'm going to inspect the box.
So there is a picture of a similar looking person on the box. NGT, it has a breakdown of what the acronym means, and it says Next Generation Technology, our 11th version of your household android.
Oliver, how do your systems seem to be holding up?
I seem to be fine.
Okay. Do you have any kind of a walkie-talkie or communication device down here?
Not that I'm aware of.
Did any of the people who died, do you know if they had a way of communicating with other people?
I'm sure we could find one, if they did.
It was never used for me.
Okay. I just wanted to leave you with a way for us to communicate if you ever needed anything.
I will not need anything from you. I want to provide things. Now that you own the house, I am your helper.
Thank you, Oliver. You're a great helper.
Do you, again, want me to clean up the bodies for you?
That would be wonderful.
Thank you. And he leaves the room. Your attitude about Oliver seems to have changed there, Gadget. What happened?
I decided that he is an android who needs something to do, and he wants to fulfill his purpose. So I'm just giving him a purpose to fulfill.
We should probably also let him know that anyone that doesn't show up here with us is not to be trusted. And not to be given any information.
Give him a code word. Preferably something less complicated than something that Veda would come up with.
Anyone not accompanied by us is not welcome.
That's not really a code word.
I don't. Why
But
do we
do
need
we-
a code word?
Does it need a code word if it's not with us, not welcome?
Yeah, but it just makes it easier because he might think that they bought the place. If we give him a code word, then he can ask them for the code word, and if they know it, then they're with us, and if they don't know it, then they're not with us.
No. I'm saying if they are not physically accompanied by us.
I'm aware of what you're saying.
Like, I don't think he needs a code word. I'm
Who are you
confused by
afraid's
what.
gonna come down here?
Who do you think?
You think that they're incapable of impersonating one of us?
He's got a point.
I'm giving the benefit of the doubt that he's smarter than to just realize someone's impersonating someone. But I guess that's fair. Also, they're arrogant. I don't think they always think that far ahead.
Well, thankfully we do, so I think we're better off to plan ahead than to bank on them not thinking ahead.
I'm just saying, he got to Angel. Not by necessarily impersonating someone, because he is embodying them. And that's what got him close.
I still think a code word is a good idea.
Okay.
I've got a great one.
Is it better than the last one you gave me?
What was the last one I gave you?
I can't remember if you said sheep or cheap when I
Oh,
was
it's probably
talking to.
sheep. Oh, that's right, it was sheep. Well, see, the one that first thing that came to mind is sarsaparilla.
Don't know what that is, but alright.
It was a drink a long time ago. So, if somebody new comes in, he should ask them what their favorite drink is. And if their response is not sarsaparilla, then they're not with us.
I don't think you would know what sarsaparilla is, Gadget. Because that's going back really far.
Ah, but you see, you know where it's from? From a great movie.
What movie?
The Dude.
Never seen
I
it.
don't remember if that's the name. I don't remember if that's the name of the movie, but
Okay.
Are you talking Big Lebowski?
yeah, that one.
Also haven't seen it.
Oliver comes back into the room. The bodies are cleared. I have thrown them into the back.
Thank you, Oliver. Just to make sure that you know who owns this bunker. If anybody comes in here, ask them what their favorite drink is. And if they don't tell you that their favorite drink is a sarsaparilla, then they're not with us.
And are not
And
welcome.
And they're not welcome. Cat, write that down so we don't forget.
I'm gonna write it down, don't worry.
Does anybody know what
All we need is some.
Does anybody know what sarsaparilla actually is?
I can Google it.
It's a root,
What's
and it's the
your-
flavor that you get for root beer. So root
How do
beer
you-
is made with sarsaparilla.
So
I've actually had
basically, sarsaparilla is like OG root beer.
Yeah.
How do you spell sarsaparilla?
Yes.
Fine, I'll Google it. Oh, I was just one L short. Okay.
It's tasty too.
Oh, and I missed an R.
Yeah, the R right for the A. That's not
Yeah.
said.
Yeah, I missed that R and an L, so I was close. In my flaws, I have, what's your favorite drink? Sarsaparilla.
That is a flaw. Anyway,
Put it in my bones.
I have logged this in my memory. Ask it if anybody
Is there anything that we need for the home that the home is missing? Well, I mean, in the time that you've been here, have you noticed anything that's broken that needs to be repaired? Anything that you noticed that needs to be fixed? I mean, you've been here longer than we have, so I figure you might have some insight for us. Do you think you would be? Are you capable of carving?
Carving?
Mm-hmm.
Wood carving.
Do you think you could replace the furniture in that room and add decorative carvings to the wood to make it look better?
Yeah.
That would be amazing.
Oh yeah, let's find it. Yeah.
No.
It's concerning, but not odd. Knowing his background, probably not his first.
How the tables turn, huh, Gadget?
See, the funny thing is I just all I'm picturing is a program that wants to do its thing, and that is not at ease when it can't do its thing. So I'm trying to give it something to do, so that it can fulfill its purpose.
I feel like back in the days of slavery, that is exactly how they saw slaves.
Which still does not make it okay.
This being has lived here by himself for the last 200 years. But yes, you're right. Dude.
Well, he did keep bringing up things to do since now we own the home.
Yeah.
Anyway.
As far as we can tell, Madison, all he's done is sit and play that piano for the last 200 years.
One of the last things the previous resident said was, play us something on the piano, and he just spent 200 years playing the piano.
I'm sure he stopped to dust every now and then or something.
Okay.
Of course you get good at the piano when you do it constantly for 200 years.
Or when it's in your program. Okay, what are you guys doing?
I guess heading back up.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't want to stay here. yet.
Yeah.
So you got yourself a fully stocked bunker.
Veda will enjoy this.
I mean, it's not her type of bunker, but
It's as close as we're
Yeah,
gonna
but she was
get.
rich. I'm sure she had help around the house.
like
She'll feel right at home.